Drink your secret ingredient. Go ahead. Hey, YouTube. Not all of YouTube, but you know, you guys. I'm here with, I'm gonna say Jort,
Yeah, that's right.
not Jort, because we're not in freaking, well, we are in freaking America, but you're from Holland, so that's Jort, right?
Jort, yeah. That's close enough. It's okay.
Alex van den Paas, you know how to say that, you know, because you speak the freaky deaky Dutch. So, he watches these videos for a reason that I don't understand. So we're here with Wade, Red Layer Guitars.
Yeah.
Cool name.
Thanks.
So, you're some kind of crazy.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So, Dave's got to come a little bit closer because that's just crazy. So here, I can't tell if this is open or not. That's open, right?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Is this inlaid or on top of the fretboard?
It's inlay work.
How in the world do you do that?
It's secret. Well, no, it's not. Actually, I use a CNC for carving these out, and then I fill them in with a epoxy with a color. So this was the easy part. This was a bit harder. This is a metal that crystallizes when it solidifies, and the trick is you just fill it up with molten metal, and then when it is solidifying, you have to pour it out at an exact moment, which I don't know what that is. It's super random. And then you either go with the result you have or you start over. You can't adjust anything. So it took me 30 tries to get it right. And what you see here is just really random colors and little cubes. And this is just a metal that crystallizes naturally.
When you say it took you 30 tries, when you poured it in and it didn't work, did you have to start over with
Yes.
another guitar?
No,
or
no, no.
Could you take it out?
You can take it out. It's very brittle, so you can just, break it loose and remelt it and try again. That process takes about 30 minutes. So 30 times 30 minutes is a long time, I guess.
Let me ask you this, because I'm an ass sometimes. The 30 tries that you had to do to get the process done, are they figured into the work hours on the guitar, or are you eating those up?
Well, this guitar was not meant to be sold. This was just an idea I had that had to be made. So this one has no deadline, no budget. I do this in my spare time, so I can do whatever I want. And if I want to do it 30 times, I can. And if a customer has a certain budget, I might not be able to do it 30 times. So it's a tricky
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess.
we move on over here.
Yeah.
This is, I'm gonna say what I think. Don't be offended. It's beautiful, and it's somewhere in between amazingly beautiful and kitsch. But I can't tell right now what it is. If I saw something like a starry sky thing behind a glass or like a resin on my grandma's TV, I would call it kitsch. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Well, the basic idea of this one was, so you know the river table, which is just two pieces of wood with...
Yes, beautiful, yeah.
That's always 2D, so this would be invisible. I thought, well, it would be cool if there was like a third dimension and you could look all the way in from any sides. So if you hold it like this, you can see all the way inside the guitar and see some space, literally.
This is unique, and it is pretty damn amazing.
And there are two LEDs inside, because if I turn off the LEDs, it's not really that great. Now it's really dull, and if you turn it on, so
Tricky.
yeah. But it's just to add a little bit more depth, literally, into this guitar.
And let's not forget, this is the focal point, but it works because the wood is amazing.
Yeah. I dyed the wood according to the colors that are in the picture. So I could do this one again, and I would have a different piece of wood with a different picture with different colors. So it's a nice concept. And this was first try. So this was,
And then you also went with a 3D effect
Yeah.
in the inlays here, which is also awesome.
Well-
Did you get that, Dave?
That's another very experimental thing. Didn't work out that well actually. See, these are all inside the fretboard and not in the neck. But this piece is like rock solid epoxy, and the rest is wood. So the truss rod is having trouble keeping this part really straight. So I would never do this again, because this is one big hole cavity, and then these shapes are just windows into, I don't know, some kind of
Well,
whatever.
Form shouldn't go over function. It still needs to be functional.
Of course. I always try to find an idea and try to make a guitar of it. This should, it's still a fretboard, but it didn't really work out. It would have been cool if it just was like a normal fretboard. But that's why I try to try out these things, just to...
I think it's awesome. Now this one, I can't even imagine how you would do that. Yeah, you cut tons of little blocks. I get that. And I get that it's in an epoxy. But how these are placed by going, because the blocks are from big to small, because the illusion is that it's deeper than it is. How in the world did you place them within the epoxy so that it looks like this? That is ridiculous. How in the world would you do that?
I thought I would do a silly thing and walk away right now. Well, it's layered, as you said, from small blocks to going outwards into bigger blocks. So the trick is just to have small blocks in there in the first place, and then you would have to wait until the epoxy get hard. But so a cube will always fall down to one surface, and these are all random. So what I did, I waited until 6 to 8 hours until the epoxy was hard enough so that I could do this without them falling back. And then, I had to set the alarm at 3 o'clock in the night to get up and do this and go back to sleep. Next day I would do the second layer, third layer, fourth. So after 6 days, you have this result.
Stunning work, and obviously mirrored in the inlaid fretboard.
Yeah, actually the fretboard was first. So I made this fretboard first, and then I thought, well, what do I do with the body? And then I've tried this out, and this is...
And here we go. I mean, relatively more simple. We have a fan fret, a pretty wide fan, again with a stunning inlay, and kind of a hollow body here. Now, what I'm noticing is that all of them are 8 strings. And the problem with 8 strings is nobody needs this.
That's true.
That is an amazing reaction.
It's true. I do it on purpose to, if you go into a six-string world, everybody here, every guitarist can play a 6-string. Every 8-string player can play a 6-string, but not every 6-string player plays an 8-string. So to, what I said earlier about budget and deadlines, I don't rely on selling these. And because not many people order them, I have way more time to experiment than if I were to build for customers only.
So you enjoy the creativity, you enjoy trying ideas, and if someone wants it, good.
Well, yeah. So basically that's my whole business. It's not really, but for those people, I really have these 2 guitars, which are basically more like a rhythm and a lead guitar. And this is the base model. So if you want to order a guitar, we'll start off with this and then work our way to somewhat. Well, this is just me going crazy, but these are quite realistic builds for people that just want to play. And I wouldn't recommend this one. If you were going to tour with your favorite band for a year, I would suggest one of these, You don't want to end up with a very heavy guitar like that.
Okay,
If
yeah.
you pick up that one,
Oh yeah, huge
And
difference.
of course, there's a second pickup, and there's way more tonal possibilities with that one. And if
So
you
this is more a study in what's possible.
I guess.
But of course, what they want to know is a bass guitar like this, not a bass guitar, but a bass guitar. What's the price point on these?
Okay, so we start off with this one is 3150 euros, 3,150 euros, and everything you want to add to that, like a neck pickup, you'll just pay the price that I have to pay to get the neck pickup, and then if you want some complicated inlays, then I have to figure it out and see how much time that would take, and I want each of the builds to be unique. So I don't want to do this fretboard again. I would make an alternative, so to keep them all unique as possible.
So this is a unique guitar, but if someone wanted to buy it,
Yeah.
what would they have to give you for it?
This one, people are saying I should sell it for like 10K. But if I don't sell it, I'm fine with that.
I like the attitude. Well, Jort, thanks so much. Stunning work, and I like your attitude. It's just, let's be creative, let's find out what we can do. And if I don't sell them, I don't sell them. I like that a lot. And red layer guitars, I forgot that again, from Holland. Over there, by the way, is my buddy Rainer. Tausch guitars. It's the Germans again. Rainer sold all his guitars already. We don't have to sell more guitars. They're pretty, they're good. You've seen many videos with me and Rainer. Yeah, put the sold sticker on there, Rainer. Yeah, show off, you bastard. I sold all my guitars. Amazing guitars, Tausch. Thanks for watching. Thanks Cheddar Kung Pao for cameraing, and Animals at the end.
Life was always there. With that I can't agree. This had to start somewhere.